Okay, here are just a few examples how to start selling differences, how to start selling journey. Okay, so I collected a few, just like, I don't know, 7 ideas on different topics to let you to show you what is the difference. Okay, so for example, when it comes to weight loss, it's like putting butter in coffee. That's the difference. Like, you can lose weight putting butter into coffee. It sounds strange. It sounds like very simple. You can still drink your coffee, but you can start losing weight because you start. I'm not a nutrition expert, so I don't know what exactly is happening in your body when you do that. But it has something in common with like burning fats instead of carbohydrates, and switching your body to burn fat. So that's one approach. Okay, the same approach. It's called keto. It's called keto. I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's called keto. Like the second approach, it's like the whole keto diet. Okay, so selling, for example, another approach is lose weight by eating fatty food you love. Okay, so they are still selling losing weight, but they are selling the journey. Like, what's the difference with your journey? The journey is by eating fatty food you love. And it's like, oh, it sounds simpler. This way simple, or simpler than the previous one, the old one. Okay, so that's keto, for example, eating fatty foods and lose weight. Okay, another thing, what makes think about the product. We still are in a nutrition industry. Quest bar, for many of you, maybe you know that or not. Quest bars are the bars, like nutrition bars. You can eat them, and their only goal was to develop and manufacture bars that taste like junk food. Okay, so you can eat something that tastes very well because junk food tastes very well, but you still know it's healthy. Okay, that's a unique approach. Another approach, for example, fixing marriages. Okay, Stacy Martino has a unique unique mechanism, how she helps people, or especially a woman, how to fix their marriage without having their partner involved in the process, having their husband involved in the process. How one person can fix the whole marriage. Okay, it's unique because usually the common approach is, oh, if you want to fix marriage, both of you have to start working on it. But she has a process how the only person can do that. Like, in a lot of her success rate is like crazy high, but it doesn't mean like it works every single time, but crazy high. Another example, gravity yoga. Okay, I'll give you and I'll show you example about this gravity yoga later in one of the later videos, but one of the next videos. But right now I want to show you like the example. The common approach with yoga is like straighten your legs or your hands, and do those movements and stretch your body. But gravity yoga works differently. Gravity yoga says if you want to stretch your body better, your muscles have to be in the relaxed mode. That means you can't like stand straight or do things with straight knees or whatever. You need to bend them, and let gravity do the work. And that's another example, another thing how to make your approach different. Or, for example, my approach. I teach people, like here in the Simpolution, in the mini offer program, mini offer membership, I teach people how to create a mini offer. And what's the difference? Because many people teach how to create a mini offer. It's called self-liquidating offers, or tiny offers, or mini workshops of I don't know, lead magnets or whatever. Many people teach that. But what makes me different is I teach people how to pre-sell it, and more importantly, what nobody does is scaling it to tens and hundreds of sales before you actually start working on it. Okay? So that's my difference, like scale first, deliver later. That's my uniqueness. Another uniqueness, for example, about running. A client of mine who is a coach and who coaches runners how to run efficiently and better and faster, his approach is he's telling people like slow down. It's counterintuitive, but if you want to run faster, you need to slow down in your training. Okay, this is unique approach. So let's to recap it. There are basically two things your offer has to have to become unique and attractive at the same time. And those two things are, it has to be new to your customers. It has to be, oh, I haven't heard of this before. That's cool. I like it. Like new idea, like, oh, I haven't heard of this. Second, it has to sound simpler than the previous approach. So for example, running slower sounds simpler than running like killing yourself in every single training. It sounds way simpler. Or fixing your marriage sounds, without having your partner involved in the process, sounds simpler than convincing him to do this. You know? Or gravity yoga. Stretching your muscles sounds simpler when your knees are bent. Bandit, probably. Okay, so it's like two things your offer needs to have. First one, it has to be new approach to your customers. It doesn't have to be like completely new approach to the whole world, just to your customers. For example, slowing down in training when you are a runner, it's not a new approach to coaches who have been coaching their clients for a longer time. It's not a new approach. Many coaches know that. But usually customers don't know that. Okay, many like seasonal hobby runners don't know, hobby runners don't know that. Okay, so it has to be new to your customers. That's the first thing. And it has to sound simpler. It doesn't mean it has to be no work, nothing like that. It means it has to sound simpler than the previous.